next MMI in the session. And I'm now going to hand over to Emily. So welcome. And we are recording these sessions, as you know, so if you don't want to be on camera, then please switch your cameras off now. That would be excellent. Over to you, Emily.
Lovely, thank you. Hi everyone, thanks for having me on the call this morning. I'm Emily. I work in the Employment and Skills Academy at Stansted, which I'll talk a bit more about later at the end of my presentation. But basically at the moment I'm supporting all the businesses with their recruitment needs, and we also have some upskilling offerings as well. So I'll get right into the presentation. Can you see that okay, or has it come up small in the middle?
I can't see anything.
Right, okay, it's come up. Yeah, it's in the middle of the screen.
That's all right, let's
I can see now.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see it now?
Yeah, we can see.
I can see it fine.
Okay.
Okay. All good? Perfect. So aviation logistics. These logistics are absolutely essential to our airport's operation. And while some of these roles might not be customer facing when you're used to going on holiday, the airport cannot function without them, which is why I was really pleased to be able to join on to this logistics specific session today. All of our logistics roles that we have at the moment are fundamental to the passenger journey. And because of this, logistics in aviation is really vast. And so a lot of our airport roles fall into this category, even if they sort of don't scream logistics. There's always something going on logistically, which I think is what I would like everyone to take away this morning. This also means that there's plenty of passenger and cargo opportunities, which is really exciting if you're someone that's maybe not interested in the customer and passenger side of things. There's a whole world of logistics going on away from the terminal, but if you are interested in more of customer facing roles, there's plenty of that too. And then once you're in the airport and you've started in logistics, there's even more opportunity to move around. So, for example, I know people who started at Swissport and have moved to a customer service role in the terminal or into airfield operations in an office-based role. So hopefully from this presentation, I can shed some light on what those roles are and highlight some opportunities that your learners or service users might not have thought about or might not even realise that they have the skills for. Excuse me. And due to the 24-hour nature of the business, as I said, there is always something going on, and on a much larger scale than I think people realise before they start working at the airport. So, for example, the airport's baggage system is a huge operation underneath the terminal. Car parks have their own department, and that's a huge logistic element of Stansted, and they sort of run as almost a separate business because it's so vast. And then, of course, there's all the airline crew, not just they're lovely people at the check-in desks and on the aircraft, but the logistics roles include ramp agents, baggage agents, and they're a huge part of getting the job done and getting passengers and cargo from A to B. So as you're probably aware, the airport has a really large volume of on-site businesses, and I'm really lucky in my role that I get to work with all of them. So I have a good overview of all the roles on offer that are available in this sector at the moment. So on the screen now are all the businesses currently hiring with logistics roles. I know from personal conversations that all of them are happy to hear from candidates who have questions, who are interested, even if they're not sure if they have the right skills. So for example, Swissport told me the other day that students are their target audience. So even if there is a cohort of people who aren't quite ready to apply, they're really interested in connecting and engaging with young people who then might come to consider them when it's time to look for a job. And I think that's true for all of the logistics companies because they know that they're not always roles that everyone knows about. You're not going to see them on the high street. So there is a bit of mystery around them. So as I said, all of them are happy to talk to people at any time.
Emily, sorry, your slides aren't moving. So we're still on the first slide where the plane's taking off.
Oh, sorry about that. Let's see if I can move. How about now?
No, it's still the first one.
Okay, if I end it and then I'll try again.
I can move my slides across. So if Emily was to say when she was changing slides, we could all just click across.
Yeah, same here.
Is that still the case now? Is it still in the middle?
Yeah, it's still the first slide. Yeah.
I've got a button that says sync to presenter.
And how about now?
We've got aviation logistics.
Yep,
Logistics
so-
roles are essential in our airports.
Perfect. So that's the one I was just speaking over, and then these are the companies
Yeah.
that I was just, yeah, you can see that now. Brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you.
So that's all right. So this is everyone, as I mentioned, who's hiring. So there's a really good broad range from Jet2, who are obviously, you know, very like passenger facing commercial holidays, to UPS, Swissport and FedEx, and Titan Airways as well. And currently this sort of word cloud here, this is all the jobs that are available at the moment in logistics at Stansted. Within every business, there's a variation of these roles. I just couldn't fit everything on. So for example, ramp agent appears there once, but every single logistics airline company is hiring for ramp agents in volume, ready for summer, and that is for 100 plus roles. So there's plenty of opportunity. With the roles like team leader, there is likely to be just 1 or 2 vacancies, and they might require a bit more experience, but everything else on there, baggage agent, passenger, driver, warehouse operative, all of the businesses are really happy to receive applications from entry-level candidates and train from within. If there's something there that isn't specifically what your students or service users are looking for, that might just be the title that the business has given it. So dispatch agent, that can range from dispatching passengers to cargo to baggage to aircraft. And then skills, qualities and qualifications. In terms of skills and qualifications, a lot of the roles candidates will expect to receive on the job training. I've listed on the left here some specifics. So for some roles, Donata Catering, for example, do require a HGV driving licence. For any airside role at the airport, someone will need a full UK driving licence and a 5-year background check, along with the appropriate residency and working eligibility. And for the team leader roles, some knowledge of safe aircraft turnaround. Swissport do ask for a minimum of an English and Maths GCSE or equivalent, but that's it in terms of formal qualifications. No one's asking for a logistics degree or college course or anything like that. What I think is really important is the list here on the right, and those are the types of people that these businesses are looking for. They all say that customer service and communication are a priority, even for those behind the scenes roles, because in logistics, you're going to be working with people all the time. You've got to work in a team. It's likely that the situation you're working in might change at the last minute. So really, I would say if you have someone that's interested in some of these roles and they might not have the logistics experience on paper, what the business will really like to see is the type of person that they are in interview, how they're going to get on at the airport, if they can be flexible, and if they have a willingness to learn. And so finally, where I come into all of this, as I said, I work in the Employment and Skills Academy. So we offer 2 branches: recruitment, helping local communities find employment opportunities here, and supporting the businesses with their recruitment needs, and then upskilling courses as well. We circulate a vacancy list every week. The contact details, mine and the Academy's, are at the bottom here. So if you don't already and would like to receive that vacancy list, please just drop me an email. Currently, we send out around 200 opportunities a week. And anyone who receives that, if there's any opportunity that's particularly interesting to you, please just let me know and I can always discuss the job description in more detail with you. As well as this, we organise jobs fairs throughout the year, and these are always attended by MAG and the on-site business partners. And in terms of upskilling, it's free level 1 courses which are delivered in partnership with Harlow College. And these go from exploring aviation, hospitality and logistics. And I've just popped the dates here for the next course starts. But if anyone wants a copy of this presentation, just let me know. And we've actually started a logistics course recently because we know that logistics are such a hot topic. There's so many opportunities here. And this would be for someone maybe that's already in an entry-level logistics role and would be looking to get some more experience to move into a team leader role perhaps, or for someone that's never come into the industry before or worked at the airport before. It would give them a really, really good idea of what it's like to work at Stansted. The businesses that they could be working with. They'd have the opportunity to hear from someone like Swissport. At the end of all the courses, any learners get a mock interview either with myself or someone from the academy team, and that just gives them a really good chance to practice their interview skills if they haven't had an interview for a while, or gives people a chance to get their nerves out with me before they meet the business and ask any questions. And then I would talk through the current vacancy list with them. And then we offer ongoing support in terms of CV prep, cover letter writing, and any ongoing applications that they might want to go for at the airport. And I think that is me done in terms of the presentation.
Oh, thank you, Emily. Really interesting. Thank you. If you could send the presentation to Hyla, and then when she sends out the link, we'll get her to send the presentation as well, so it all comes in one. Thank you so much. And I think it was really, really interesting is that when you speak to students about airline, they still think about passenger.
Yeah.
And in my previous role, I used to support FedEx up at Stansted. With their training, and it is huge. It's absolutely huge. And so when you're taken away from the passenger over to your side, it just blows your mind, because it is completely different. So we have got some questions. So those that have got questions, if you'd like to put your hand up and you can ask your question, that is absolutely fantastic. So any questions, please put your hand up. Okay, wow, that was quick. Liz was first.
Hi there. I don't actually work within schools, but I work with young people and adults. I know this is focused on young people and students. Is there an age limit basically to what you're offering?
For the courses?
Yes.
No, absolutely not. And if I'm honest with you, they are actually aimed really at adult learners. The last 2 cohorts that I've worked with have been adults, and we're very aware of that. So if an adult were to join, they wouldn't need to feel as though they were joining a student or young person focus course. They're absolutely for anyone.
Brilliant, fabulous.
Lovely, thank you very much. Okay, so I've got, this is interesting, I've got a new thing on my Teams, tells me whose hand went up first. Wow. Okay, so Sue, you were next.
Emily, would you come into school and deliver an assembly to a year group of students on the opportunities that there are working within an airport?
Yes, absolutely. Especially, it's so nice post-COVID. We're really happy to come and do things face to face, if that's what you mean, or do it virtually to the assembly. Yeah, definitely.
No, we are back now trying to organise face to face. So if you send me the slides over, I can then email you and hopefully fix a date up for you to come in.
Yes, no problem.
Lovely, thank you very much. Karen?
Hello, Emily.
Hi.
On the slide about skills and qualities, it said about GCSE English and Maths.
Yeah.
Were you thinking grade 4 and above, or any GCSE grade?
So I just took that from the Swissport website, and they had just listed GCSE English and Maths. I'm not sure how up to date that is, or if they would just expect to see that someone has that or equivalent, you know, just rather than not anything at all. But again, I don't. It wasn't listed as, you know, your application isn't going to fall through if you don't put that on there. All of them, you know, can't say strongly enough, all of them talk about the customer service, teamwork and communication skills above anything else.
Okay, so the qualities rather than the qualifications.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, lovely. Okay, those of you that have had a question, if you'd like to put your hand down, so that would be fantastic. Has anybody else got any other qualifications? I suppose one of my questions is how many apprenticeship opportunities or traineeship opportunities do you have?
Apprenticeships are currently something that all of the businesses are sort of reviewing post-COVID, depending on how they're going to run things. But so, for example, Titan have got 2 roles available, which are entry level, but they emailed me last week to say if they received a candidate and they wanted to run that as a training program, then they really would take someone completely fresh out of college, and they would adapt that to be they would be trained on the job more formally for that role. And I think one of those was for HR admin advisor, and they would just adapt what they were asking the person to do to suit training needs. For other apprenticeships, that would be more through our on-site college, Stansted Airport College. But as I find out more about apprenticeships, I'll be trying to keep everyone updated when I circulate the vacancy list.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, and then as anything about, you know, T levels, how's, you know, anything, any support for T levels? Because obviously the government are pushing those through now.
Again, I think that would be more through our college rather than us, but we do really try and keep up to date, as I said, with what's going on. Just and we do want to strike the balance between supporting students and adult learners as well. Not making it too focused on sort of what people are doing as they leave school.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
oh, Karen's got a question.
Yeah, I thought of a second question. Could you give us a rough idea of what the salaries might be like? Are they minimum wage, or is there extra bonuses for unsociable hours?
Yes, there's shift allowances. I believe it's between midnight and 6 a.m. or something like that. Off the top of my head, Blue Handling are paying between £11 to £12 an hour. That's the only one that I saw the other day, but they're going to be above minimum wage for these types of shift working roles. Or some of them will be salaried if they're a sort of full-time position, especially with Jet2. I know that they pay very well as well, in the region of, say, 24 to 25 a year for an entry-level job.
Okay, all right then. One of the other questions I've got, obviously we know where Stansted is. So, you know, does everybody have to have their own transport to get there, or does Stansted provide some transport, like pickup points?
There's one place in London where there is a shuttle bus. However, anyone travelling by public transport, depending on where they're coming from, can get up to 80% off travel. They're given a travel card as well, so it's really easy. It's not like they have to reimburse their journey every time. You just tap your card where you're coming from. I should have mentioned as well, on the courses that we offer, any learners are eligible to a 1-month free travel card, so they can get here to attend. And then if you are driving, it would be free parking if you work for MAG or some of the on-site businesses. If not free parking, then highly reduced parking rates.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Karen, you've got your hand up. Nope, taken
No,
down.
I don't have any more questions. Thank you.
That's quite all right. Okay, has anybody else got any other questions? Otherwise, we'll bring this session to a close. No, nobody has. Thank you so much, Emily, for
thank you for having me.
taking your time out today. Again, a great session. I think everybody on the call will appreciate that as well. So yeah, thank you very much. We'll
Thank you very much.
we'll await to get the slides from Hyla with the link, and then we'll send that out to schools as well. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for attending.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Bye.